Okay.
I'm loving it.
Sweet. I remember how to do this. I know how to do shit. I don't. I'm so fucking lost.
Let's see. I want to share you to. Come on. Share to a group. That group. Hey, y'all, we're doing a thing.
Yeah, we know how to do stuff. We can do stuff. This is the unconventional episode. Oh, I forgot about the weird.
Holy crap.
The nostalgia I'm cool with today, actually. We can even talk about stuff we want to do.
Post it. Shared it. So that will get all the views. Text the appropriate people, see if they want to come watch us live real quick. Because we're doing this live while we're texting people live.
Oh. Hello?
Hi.
Oh.
What's going on?
My headphones are freaking out.
They just not want to connect. You way down.
Oh my god.
We've gone liver. That's not right. We've gone live.
Yes.
I don't really like liver.
They're just turning off, on and off.
Mic off. Mic feedback off. Powering on. Mic off. Charging battery.
Ooh, Boba Fett versus Predator. That'll be a fun one to watch.
Powering off.
There, such there.
Link established. Mic off. Powering on. Mic off. Charging battery.
Maybe.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yes, I think my headphones are starting to shit out on me. Sometimes they just freak out. I don't know what for. I don't know why. It's a real.
Trying to answer.
I don't know, but it's a real fucking problem. If you ask me.
Today's episode not sponsored by Mountain Dew Gold.
I haven't had the new one, the new Bajas or whatever.
Powering
pineapple
off.
Flavor. They're really cool cans. They've got like a real cool pirate theme to them.
Powering
one's
on.
Mango,
Mic
one's
off.
pineapple.
Charging battery.
It's fun. I like it.
Powering off.
Okay. Something's wrong.
Powering on. Mic off. Charging battery.
When in doubt.
The problem is like the stream and shit can hear it. Because my headphones are talking to me as they're telling me they're turning off. Something is a mess.
Something is a mess. Something is wrong. Something's a mess. Run! Flee, fools! I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, guys. Then Gimli's that couch is one, says Gimli. Gimli's. What's the fun of having toys near you if you can't bring them in every once in a while and just do stupid shit? Who's this? Oh, that's Goofy. Yeah, I don't know, man. We're gonna do this thing.
Yeah. This we're gonna take off.
Oh yeah. Because you've seen it.
Oh shit, I can't hear anything right now. Fuck. How about now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, you can't even hear me. Hold on. Hold on.
Mic off. Mic feedback off. Charging battery.
How about now? Hello? Fuck.
I'm all by myself. What do I do?
Can you hear me now? Yes.
Yes, there it is.
Okay. Yes. Check. Check. Mic check 1, 2.
Yep. Testicles 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Okay. Well. Fuck it. Right?
When in doubt. The rules for this game are simple. Can't do a scavenger hunt. That's hard to do on an audio medium.
What are you looking at?
I'm just looking up stupid shit. Like, I'm trying to buff out the podcast if we need to.
I think we'll be okay. We're gonna roll with it, right?
Oh boy, that's awful.
And then
What one word? What one word would you use to describe our company culture?
Write that one down for later. I'll take that to HR.
Backstabby? Is that
For our company culture? For like you and I? Or for,
for ours?
Or for like
Trust. Unity, loyalty.
That's 3 words.
They're
You've
all
already broken the rules.
I'm a rule breaker.
Oh,
That's the one rule.
You're a lot of things, Richard McGrew. Rule breaker doesn't really fit the bill, sir.
Not typically. Oh, charades would be awful.
Okay. You just want to get into it and see how far we get?
I mean, this is gonna be holy shit, man. I don't even know what to expect. It's been over a month since we've done one.
Yeah, don't say it like that.
Well, we've had shit happen.
Anyways. Who died this week, you fucking Debbie Downer?
Oh, I did look that up. Hang on, give me 2 seconds. I can find that out. People you may care about. Celebrity. Why is it's in my search history? I just had to put in CE and it already popped up.
Celebrity deaths of the week.
Mm-hmm. Marilyn Monroe, hasn't she been dead for a while? I'm just
This week in 19 whatever.
this week in 1960. I don't that. Who are you? Oh, I know who that guy is.
You though?
Not me. Oh, Ronnie Hodkins. Damn.
Dude, my braids have been in since Wednesday, dude.
Nice.
Right?
That's a good look, man. I looked up how to do that stuff, and it's
So dope. I got a bunch of compliments at work. Not like from people at work, because people don't talk to me no more. Apparently I'm very standoffish nowadays. I wonder why. But I fucking hate being there, dude. I hate it so much. I hate that job so much. I looked at GameStop careers today just out of fucking pure desperation. Like to get in at GameStop, it's like $13 an hour.
oof.
Even working 60 hours a week, it's just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start selling shit.
Kidneys and whatnot.
I mean, not opposed. I mean, I'd rather sell a kidney than like clay fighters. But like,
I only need one.
yeah, I'm pretty good peer. So I'm a pretty hydrated person.
The key to life, right? Staying hydrated.
Got water in it.
I get it. I'm no better.
I got water here.
No worse. There's
Ice in there. There's no alcohol in that one. I haven't even been drinking. This is like my third beer in 3 weeks.
little do you know, Daisy's been slipping shots in the drink without you noticing.
No. We have more trust than that. You see this bitch?
Huh?
Gosh.
Is that the puppers?
Sasha. I should just come shut my door. Like a ghost.
What are you doing? I wonder if I could get Drew to Skype in with us. Drew, I'll jump on Discord and let's see if we can get you on. This is a weird hangout sesh.
It's funny because it's like you go from not thinking about it to thinking about it real fast. It's a little overwhelming.
For what?
For the podcast. Like getting on and actually recording again.
It does take energy and time. People don't realize, like they think podcasting is super easy, but there's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I got a lot up on my screens right now alone, let alone the mental power. I'm ready. Fuck it. I'll roll with it. I'm good with whatever, sir.
I mean, we're at where we're at, you know.
We don't like it, we don't have to post it.
Or we post it and just say, it is what it is.
Only our live viewers get to see it. It's like a Patreon, like a pre-Patreon episode.
Those who turned into it were like, woof. They were
not drunk enough. Okay.
They didn't have enough meat in
I'm going
them
to pull
yet.
this off flawlessly.
Yeah, you got this. I trust you.
Welcome back to the Retronomipod, a nostalgia and pop culture podcast where we discuss things from our past, our present, and our future. I am the hostess with the second mostess, Toby. As always, my hostess with the mostess, my beautiful best friend and brown-headed friend.
It just doesn't. Yeah. That doesn't feel right.
It really stumbled me up. I'm not gonna lie. It really just. You're redheaded to me, sir.
Hey, it's fine.
Like if you started calling me blonde.
Well,
yeah, I'd be like, you're a liar. You're a goddamn liar.
Furthest from the truth.
Yeah, because I guess in the sunlight, like your hair is kind of wispy. It could be reddish.
Well, there's definitely red in it, for sure.
Yeah, so you're redheaded.
Yeah,
there's.
I never said no.
No, well, yes, that's true. I mean, not directly. You've said like, nah.
Yeah, off my I'm like you stupid motherfucker. My hair's not red, all right, you shithead.
Why do you keep putting this shit out on the internet? Like, I don't understand.
You know how many DMs I'm getting of people going, "Hey, let me see that fire crotch." I'm like, "Hey,
oh
man,
what's
up?"
What?
Like, explicit tag.
Dude,
yeah.
I hope at some point in our podcasting career we get enough clout that one person in the world hits you up and actually asks you for that.
That would be wild. And I'd almost be like, well, just out of sheer
I'm gonna send it to you.
You asked, and here's what you're gonna get.
I will take the picture of your fire crotch. We'll do this as a team and be like, thank you for your patronage to the podcast.
Your face is in there giving a thumbs up. It's just a selfie. Okay. They asked. They're getting we're here to put out entertainment and fun, and
we've been talking about this OnlyFans account for a long time, and it's really becoming a possibility. I hate going to work, dude. Takes a couple helicopter dick videos and a couple clicks on a website. I think I can figure it out.
Yeah.
Powering on, you, man. Mic off, charging battery.
I mean, let's see where this thing takes us.
Yeah,
is the motto of this podcast.
Interesting way to start. I will.
Weird question of the week, as if we didn't start off weird enough. If you were a mimic in the modern day, what would you disguise yourself as to get the most fools?
Powering off.
At this point, like a 5-gallon
powering on
can of gasoline.
Mic off.
Says free gas on it.
Yeah, just a bucket that said free gas.
Bad.
At this point, it would be so easy, right?
Oh yeah.
Like I think people would have been more scared of mimics back in the day when they like could have just hidden as a blanket. That's Now you could put, I mean, I pick up shit. I pick up shit. I just like you could. I was just thinking. I was like, I'd be so easy to get. You just put something cool by a trash can somewhere, and I'd be like, ooh, I'm gonna take this home. Does it work? It's just a DVD player. I don't need one. I've got I don't know. Like again, what do you do? Like literally anything. Look at TikTok for all of 30 seconds and be like, I'm gonna put myself on the ground as a Supreme hoodie. I'll eat 6 kids in the first hour that I'm there. Like, it's not in. It's like what wouldn't you?
What wouldn't you? What would be the like? What
you
would
dress
be
as? Like shit on the ground.
That might be the only thing, right? And even at that, some dog lover would be like, I'm gonna be nice and pick this up for whoever left this, and then
yeah, yeah. You put like a like a Make America Great Again hat on, just on the sidewalk. But someone would pick it up too. You still get someone
like, oh shit, a free bucket hat, right?
Like, you could. I don't know. The world's a crazy place right now.
The world is crazy.
I really don't think there's a whole lot we couldn't do that wouldn't just grab somebody.
It's not somebody would be
even
like,
at this
shit.
point, like even religious pamphlets are getting picked up and like looked over, just the same as like the porn pamphlets in Vegas. It's like you literally put anything on the ground, someone's gonna look at it. Mimics, like, the thought of like something like that coming back, right? Somebody opens a chest somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, and then we have mimics released upon the world, and they would get out and they'd be like, bro, I'm not hungry anymore. Like, I barely got past the beach. And like,
they barely have to do anything. They could just look like a mimic, whatever that would be. Weird eyeball teeth monster, and people would be like, "Oh, I want to pet it. It might be friendly."
Like, I'm gonna get my selfie with this. I found a mimic, dude. And then I had lost an arm, and then they would be pissed at mimics, and we'd go kill all the mimics because. Speaking of, okay, look. To answer your question, we're gonna get off of this for a second, but on the same note, everything you could be anything as a mimic in today's society. You're just gonna eat. The stupid people natural selection thing that we're going at. Have you seen how many people have gotten gored at Yellowstone in like the last 2 weeks, dude? There's like 3 separate occasions in a 10-day period of someone getting fucking gored by a buffalo in Yellowstone, and it's just like you figure after the first couple, just like let's not go close to the buffalo.
The buffalo want to be left the fuck alone. Sure, they're fluffy looking and they look friendly, but they just want to be left alone.
Yeah, it's just it's crazy to me to think that like it's still like there are people like 3 days ago you heard about someone getting gored at Yellowstone by a buffalo, and today you're at Yellowstone looking at the buffalo, not thinking about the fact that these things are actively goring people. And it's just like you still got close enough for this thing to fuck you up. I just don't understand the stupidity of people.
Yeah.
Powering on. Mic off.
I don't know, man. That's wild. I didn't know about that. I get the appeal of wanting to go touch a buffalo, but I wouldn't be stupid enough to do it. But, with TikTok culture and that kind of things, it'd be like, oh, now watch this. It's like Steve Irwin back in the day. Hey, I'm going to go and, stick my finger up his bum.
Yeah, but Steve Irwin also knew exactly what that animal was capable of.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right.
Powering off. Powering on. Mic off.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like all that's gonna be
powering off.
My mic's freaking out. Luckily, I have not my mic, my headphones. So we're gonna go out of my speakers and just hope for it should be pretty good. I usually don't have much feedback the way that like where my stuff's at. So, anyways, what was I saying? I got all turned around. The buffalo, yeah. Anyways, yeah. With the mimics, right? It really doesn't matter because people just don't care. There's no more caring in society. They're just like, oh, I'm gonna do it anyway. So it's like you could disguise yourself as an AirPod case, put a purse on a subway, someone's biting, and then the mimic's biting. They've lost both their legs. I mean, at this point, bro, we're gonna make a road trip. It's not that far, right? Yellowstone's what? It gotta be 8 hours, 10 hours. Yeah. No. 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 Dude, let me ask you a question here. Have you seen a movie called Lady Hawk? Yes. And Matthew Broderick. What was that? Matthew Broderick. Good movie. I bought it on VHS today. That's the only reason I'm asking. So I re-listened to I re-listened to Ready Player One last week on Audible. And first of all, again, I'll say it, like the Will Wheaton reading is just not good, man. Not good. But they talk about Lady Hawk in that book a bunch. And I saw it on VHS today at the thrift store and was, well, I bought that and Mad Max. Mel Gibson original. Yeah. Found that on VHS. And then Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. And Scooby-Doo Goes Hollywood. Found both of those today. Yeah. 99-cent VHS has killed it at the Goodwill. I went to look for a little dresser. Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer.
I really shouldn't, but I guess I will maul your face off.
Yeah.
It's like Ron Knotts is
I don't know. Now you got me second guessing that that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
I'm not sure I could be a werewolf. Oh. You have to watch it and report back because I don't know what it takes to be a reluctant werewolf.
Anyways.
You brought it up, so
right.
Just.
Well, now my mind's all. Yeah. Anyways. Boy, don't mind me.
I'm not going. I'm gonna try not to. So in the I guess 80s, 90s, there was a game called Duke Nukem, which everybody knows and loves. Who's played first-person shooters? Well, they're making a movie.
They're making so many video game spinoffs now.
I mean, it's always been a thing. They just haven't started being good until recent.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I saw a Tekken movie the other day. I didn't realize that they had made.
I like Super Mario Brothers. That movie back in the day. There's a charm to it,
dude.
Where it is fantastic in its weirdness. And then like Street Fighter,
Street Fighter was bad too. I did like the original Mortal Kombat's.
So I can't say that they haven't been making good movies. It just seems like there's more bad ones.
Now I feel like we're getting a lot of like I don't know. Maybe I feel like we're getting a lot of random spinoffs nowadays. Duke Nukem is like, especially in today's day and age, I don't think Duke Nukem fits. Like, it's a real misogynistic, egotistical, narcissist asshole.
Yeah, he's like your 90s, 80s, 90s freaking...
Yeah, it's Dolph Lundgren.
Action guy, yeah.
In his heyday, making dick jokes and getting blowjobs.
Yeah, but the Cobra Kai guys are the ones writing it, so that gives me faith that it'll be good, maybe.
If you don't do a mature rating, though, like, is it worth it? Can you do a PG-13 Duke Nukem? I played
I
through
mean,
one a couple years ago on stream. Duke Nukem Forever for 360. It literally starts where you're looking through Duke Nukem's eyes, and you're sitting in a living room and like looking at a TV that's off. And then you look down, and then there's just like the back of a blonde head bobbing up and down, and that's how the game starts.
nice. That's how I want the movie to start verbatim.
This fool's just a savage. I know, yeah.
Who do you put in the role of Duke Nukem? Who's
Dolph Lundgren. I'm stuck with it now.
You're just. Who else do you cast? Is it like he is that guy?
Yeah, I don't know, because he's got to be like he's kind of got to be like a big, buff, chatty white guy.
Yeah, I know. There's just not like actiony guys anymore, right?
You do it like Mark Wahlberg, and then like guy's hair blonde.
That would probably work, kind of. I don't. He has such a nice guy kind of thing to him that even when he plays an asshole, you're still like, but he's a nice guy.
So,
Like watching Uncharted, he's supposed to be unlikable, but you're like, but it's Mark Wahlberg. He's kind of a nice guy. He seems like he's a nice guy.
Yeah, I don't like, I can't picture like a big, you know who it would be is I know him from Blue Mountain State, and for the life of me I cannot, something Richardson. But he's also Jack Reacher.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
He's Thad Castle. That's that's all I can think of is him as Thad Castle. That would probably be the play.
Alan Ritchson.
Alan Ritchson. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one I cast.
That's a good call. He just, he's
the only big jacked white dude that I can think of right now.
Big guy.
John Cena.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah, he could. I mean, he's got the buffness of it all.
Yeah,
like he's ridiculous.
John Cena could probably do it. Plus, he could pull off the comedy because that dude is pretty funny.
Yeah,
John Cena pretty funny.
I'm all out of what is that? Here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of bubble gum.
Yeah. I don't need a Duke Nukem movie.
Do you have a voice for the pig cops? Because they've got those weird cops that are pigs.
You'd have
give them a weird
all I can hear in my mind is Joe Pesci and Danny DeVito. And I think Danny DeVito just because of his stature,
but of course you're gonna have a smaller runt pig that'll be voiced by Patton Oswalt.
It's weird to think about Patton Oswalt's voice, because isn't he the voice of MODOK?
MODOK.
I think it's a DC one.
Yes, MODOK. That's the Marvel show. Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Or Marvel. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I all I can picture, God damn it, all I can picture Patton Oswalt in right now is I just watched Balls of Fury not that long ago, and he's the first regional guy he has to beat. He's all got the nose strips on.
I don't know. I just like his voice. His voice is so good. Every time I hear it in the movie, I'm like, ooh, Patton's in this. It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's hard to think of
putting him as this crazy looking pig cop thing, and his voice comes out. You'd be like, nope, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe I just thought of it being animated for some reason. I don't know why. Well, because I guess it's animated in the video game. That makes more sense.
Yeah. I mean, those characters are going to be CG. I don't
know if this does good right now.
Yeah, I don't know. It for the humor and everything that it was about. It's so 90s tough macho man.
Spike TV.
Yeah, in your face. Ooh, I'm gonna say stuff that you're like, ooh. But in this day and age, it's just gonna be canceled before it even comes out.
Yeah, I just don't. The only thing it has going for it is the fact that it's got the Cobra Kai guys behind it,
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And that's all there is on it right now, anyway.
Well, now they've got if you got Twisted Metal's coming out, and that one's actually in production.
Yeah,
it's got Will Arnett and somebody else big in it.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah,
AKA the Falcon. that's shaping up to be pretty freaking
Yeah,
good too.
like, the more they talk about it, the more I'm like, well,
There's
even
these movies that keep happening, like Twisted Metal and that are like, at first you're like, I don't know, it could be good, like the Barbie movie. Like, oh, it could be good, but the more I see on it, the more I'm like, fuck, I got to see that movie.
dude, I'm just
it's gonna be so
Margot
like
Robbie fan,
Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, like,
and he's still jacked, dude. That dude's got to be what, 40 now?
oh yeah. He's a bit older than we are, but like he's still perfect casting. Margot Robbie as Barbie, perfect casting him as Ken. Like, and
could
to
you
see
have thought of a better Barbie than her?
No, that would have been my choice.
I have a thing for her. I mean, I'm sure everyone does, but like she may be one of the most beautiful woman walking the planet.
That she's likable, you know, like she doesn't have an air of like, oh hey, I'm hot and all that kind of stuff. Where you're just like, she's kind of an asshole, you know.
She's got an accent, right?
Yeah, she's Australian, I believe. So, she's just like,
let's
hello.
Go. That's the perfect woman.
Let's put another shrimp on the barbie. Winky, wink, wink, wink face.
I'm gonna have to check our analytics because if we had 2 of them, we have 0 in Australia now. I think we've had a couple of New Zealand listens.
And could you imagine that being just dumb
I'm gonna go
American
see that movie anyway. That movie's gonna be cool. Speaking of like toys, have you watched all of the like the Toys That Made Us on Netflix yet?
No.
Have you seen them like at all?
Oh, I watched the Ninja Turtle one. That one was fascinating because it's like
season 3. They like the toy selection is pretty good. They do Transformers, Star Trek, a bunch of good ones in there. But like by season 3, their editing and stuff is so good that like we were laughing out loud watching. It was like a comedy documentary. They had done so good with their editing and everything. Go back and watch it. It's good.
Those like the Toys That Made Us and the movies that made us, the editing in that is so like frenetic, and like how they're able to just pull clips of a guy saying one thing and that they'll reuse a few times throughout, and just well,
even just watch the My Little Pony one. That one's good. It's like the first episode of season 3. It's fantastic. I've been diving real deep lately into like and we'll talk about it here with nostalgia, I guess. But like hard into 90s heavy nostalgia.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. I bought a Goosebumps book today that I have doubles of, so if you need Monster Blood 3, number 29. It happens.
R.L. Stein, man, he would crank those shits out. Like he the
original set's like 50 or 60 something.
He just
before they start getting into like the fancy covers.
Just was like, okay, I'm gonna write like a book a day.
I mean,
for a month, be set for the next 3 years.
I've watched a lot of Goosebumps lately too. I should read a couple. I read The Abominable Snowman when I got the tattoo, like just so I could remember why it was awesome. And like I go back and read a couple of those, like Say Cheese and Die.
Say Cheese and Die is good.
Or the Haunted Mask.
Show that like what helped those books too is that like the show got picked up almost immediately to turn it into a show, and the show was as good as the book.
I've watched the first season over this weekend. We've been watching it in the morning. It's great. It's great. We'll talk about Goosebumps at some point. We need to, at least, because that was probably the start of my horror fantasy. Those books are so good.
They really are. Like that perfect like introduction to young viewers into something spooky, but not so spooky that you're like
shitting your pants, putting it in the freezer, you know?
Yeah. Fuck this noise. I'm out. Well, this thing has already come and passed, but it's kind of a fun thing. But the Mystery Machine, somebody created the Mystery Machine, as we all know from Scooby-Doo, and they turned it into like an Airbnb, so you could basically rent it and like, I don't know, fucking it, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, I'm glad you said it and I didn't have to, because all I'm doing is role-playing in here. Like, You're
Velma, I'll be Scooby-Doo, it'll get real weird.
You're just sitting in the corner, like licking your chops. Route row. Yeah, pretty much. It's
no
definitely
doubt.
Velma though. Daphne can get the fuck out of here.
Is that weird that like back in the day, Daphne was like the one, but like now in this culture, it's like, no, Velma's where it's at.
Yeah, no, Velma's.
Trust us.
Yeah,
Velma's where it's at.
yeah, that's the one that's fun.
But they had this fun like raffle thing where 3 people got to choose an evening to stay with it, and they got to do a virtual meet and greet with Matthew Lillard, aka Shaggy, which was kind of fucking cool. Like, and they would have like throwback tunes playing like Sugar Ray and stuff like that. It was like a whole 90s like, or 2002 is kind of what they were putting. So right in that little, but it was a whole like thing, but it's coming past. But I'm pretty sure you can still look this up, and you might still be able to rent this.
Yeah, I mean, where does it go? Right? Do they like it's literally just a camper van kind of thing. Like you have to do something with it.
Would be perfect as if they put in one of those like mystery. Oh, what are they called? The the mystery games.
Oh yeah,
that
like
you can play.
Not the escape rooms.
Like, stuff like that. They include that with it, where it's like, oh, you're also solving a mystery inside this fucking van. I don't know.
The Scooby-Doo movies were good, dude. I don't care what people say.
I really like them.
They're
fantastic. Scooby-Doo is one of those characters that like just stays, just as a solid franchise that like keep reintroducing it to new.
Yeah, because the concept of Scooby-Doo is just so fantastic. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. And the movies that we got to grow up with, like those animated movies, were still some of the best.
Yeah.
This would be cool though. It's crazy to think that like van life has gotten from "do you want free candy" to "you can't afford to be anywhere close to this van."
Like if I saw this, I'd be like, how much candy are you giving me?
Oh, dude, just like, well, that candy's got something in it. Are you over 21?
Does it even matter? I'll take it either way.
Yeah, and to meet Matthew Lillard would be...
That'd be the tits, man.
It'd be interesting.
Being able to talk to that guy about his career and be like, you've been in so much cool shit, and now you're like this huge D&D personality.
Just like a lot of my childhood, because you wonder like what you'd ask him. Like I see you have it down here. Like if you had to ask him about one movie that he did.
Oh, he did. Look at that.
I was trying to lead you into you asking me.
Hey, so if you were able to meet Matthew Lillard, what would be the one movie or question that you would ask him about?
I asked you first because I have a movie in mind, and it's not what you think it is. Because he played a part in so many good movies growing up, like movies that I watched by myself, movies that got introduced to me from either family or friends.
One of my favorite all-time movies, as I'm sure everybody knows at this point, is Hackers.
Okay.
And that would be the one I'd probably be like, so did you get to choose your hacker name, or is it given to you?
See, and I was thinking like you, oh, hold on.
I'm not dying. I swear you're dying.
I should have known Hackers. Naturally, I want to go straight for Scream, right?
Yeah, Scream's definitely on there.
But one of the first movies I ever got to see him in that I can remember is SLC Punk.
Yeah.
Which was a movie my brother showed me when I was young. Because he was right in that age range for that movie. That dude is such a badass, man.
He was such a figure in the 90s, 2000s. Like, he may not have been the starring guy, but he was like a good character actor, like a side guy.
Yeah, because he wasn't he was never like the quintessential heartthrob of a movie, you know. But now looking back, you realize
dude, let's go. I want him to be the lead guy. Let him be in every scene.
He was so good as a sporting guy, though, even in something like 13 Ghosts or Scooby-Doo. We're talking about Scooby-Doo, but yeah, that dude, man, might be one of the best actors of our generation, and he's so underappreciated.
Scream, Nash Bridges, Serial Mom. If you haven't seen Serial Mom, check that out. It's a John Waters film.
Okay.
It's pretty fantastic. Check that one out.
Serial Mom.
Serial Mom. Wing Commander. Remember that piece of shit sci-fi movie?
It sounds super familiar, but I cannot picture what that one is, actually.
It's like him and Freddie Prinze Jr. buddies in a sci-fi flight movie.
Wing Commander was a video game too. I wonder if Curiosity.
Oh, you think that was a first attempt at not a first attempt, but an attempt at a. Could be. Yeah, look at those young boys in that movie.
Oh my God. Move on, please.
I don't know where to go. I could just keep going off of his 13 Ghosts. We didn't even that one. And then he becomes the voice of Shaggy after playing in the live action films. He becomes the voice. So for most of the films, animated or not, like he's kind of the go-to.
He's
like,
the new Mark Hamill of the Joker.
Yeah, basically. Good for him. God, I'm so glad he's still.
And you look at things
too.
like what was it, Strange Wilderness?
Yeah.
Was he in that? Yeah, he was great in that too. With Dax Shepard.
Yeah. Without a Paddle. That's the
Without
one.
a Paddle. Thank you.
Yeah.
Strange Wilderness is with
Steve Zahn.
Yeah, Steve Zahn. Thank you.
And some other folks.
Justin Long.
Probably.
Yeah. It's like there's a strange fog rolling in, and all you can hear is like bong ripping sounds. It's like Rip Torn or whatever that's in that one.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, Matthew Lillard, like I'd spend a day with him. That's for sure. Would not be hard to do.
You play D&D with him. That's
Fuck
what
yeah,
we'd want to do, you know?
We'd be like, all right, let's sit down. We could talk to you while we play. This will be great.
Oh, this next thing you have. So.
It's really a fuck thing. So they figured out cellular rejuvenation, testing it on mice, of course, and they've shown signs that cells are able to repair themselves where they actually de-age the mice. Unfortunately, the side effect of it is that these mice also get cancer from it. So it's like a weird, like Deadpool situation where they're like, the cells are rebuilding themselves, but they're also causing cancerous tumors. So it's like, it's a trade-off. Would you want to live forever, but have some cancerous growths?
Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like if I could get cancer and know I'm not going to die from it, cancer doesn't seem so vicious.
Yeah.
It seems more like the flu. The problem with cancer is it goes from 0 to you're dead real fast, like unexpectedly sometimes. So, I don't know, dude. We're recording this on the 4th of July, right? And not great time to be super proud of the country. There's no doubt. So, like something like this, they're like, we're gonna de-age, and I'm like, can we work on time travel? Like, I don't want to be alive forever. What I really want is for you to, like, be able to put me in 1982 for, like, 10 years. Like, just let me back and forth through the 80s and 90s. I want to go from, like, 82 to 98. From 18 to 40, pretty much. Like, put me there 20 years or something. Let me age from 20 to 40. That's what I want. Fuck surviving further future from here. We could stop right here. Let's go back. Bring back Blockbuster.
Yeah.
This is like, it's cool. Like the thought process is cool. At this point though, I swear I expected us to be further along in science, I think.
I mean, our whole lives we've been fed this spoonful of sci-fi goodness that, by the time that we were adults, we'd have flying cars.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think we'd be that far.
like health issues would be a thing in the past, and we'd be able to see crimes before they happen and stop them.
The health issue thing for sure, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm no doctor. I'm sure it's super hard, but I know that we're wasting our money on the wrong things. Because, like, we probably have the means and the people to solve a bunch of our problem.
Yeah.
in a pretty good amount of time, I would imagine, for what we're giving. Considering what we've done in the last 30 years of technology, it's insane. Don't get me wrong. But I just figured we'd be further. Really wasting our time here. I just, yeah. But I guess we're getting somewhere. The problem is there's only like 11 people working on shit like this, where there's like
Exactly.
400,000 people working on how to blow up a country. You know, it's just like, damn it.
Yeah, I mean, you look at like COVID, right? That thing happens, and then like everything stops. Everybody refocus their attention onto that, and now we're sitting at the point where we've got vaccines and stuff. Maybe not a cure for it, but at least we're close enough where it doesn't have to be deadly. You know, like
yeah,
it just.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean,
it seems like we could stop it and be like, "Hey, your turn. Now we're going to focus on Alzheimer's this week. All right, let's do this." You know, like
Alzheimer's. They're.
I don't know.
I watched like most of Deep Blue Sea not too long ago, and like that's what they're doing to those sharks is trying to like cure Alzheimer's.
Sharks
right?
are the key to everything.
Yeah, they make pretty good soup, I've heard.
Oh my god. The fin's an aphrodisiac. I don't know.
Is it?
I don't know.
Dude,
Probably.
look, I still find a lot of
you know.
things for me are aphrodisiacs, so
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't take much.
no.
Fortunately.
Yeah. Well, for you got to stop.
It doesn't matter. Like nothing's happening.
Yeah. Well,
but
okay.
I mean,
good, because I can't have you having no more kids. I already lose enough time because of them. I like your kids and all, but
I've had enough for the both of us. Is that what you're saying?
yeah. Oh, 100%, 100%. I have enough issues with having my dog. So it's been 1 week. So with Sasha, right? She does not like the fireworks. She does not like fireworks.
It's like a common dog trope, right?
Yeah,
Is they're like,
well, and
fuck this.
It's so she comes downstairs. This is a big bitch guard dog, right? Not with the fireworks. She ain't. She does not do fireworks. She posts up. Well, the fireworks. My neighborhood sounded like a war zone this weekend, dude. Like, I shit you not. It was constant noise from like 7 o'clock until 11 o'clock at night. Like, just constant explosion.
Blah, 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 blah.
And these people got big ones. Like, we had a family like 2 streets over apparently that went to Wyoming and got theirs because it was rattling. You know, where Daisy and I are sitting out back just like watching pretty good fireworks show considering we're in the middle of a neighborhood. But what that means is Sasha's not coming outside from like 6 o'clock at night. Like, she's not coming out to use the bathroom. She's not, not so at 5:45 in the fucking morning on a Saturday and a Sunday and a Monday morning. She's like, what's up? It's daylight. I have to piss. And so like I've been getting up. No matter how late I've stayed up at night, I get up at 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning right now because she's got to go outside to the bathroom. So fuck fireworks. I'm done with fireworks. Let's move to drone shows.
Oh, dude, like you watch some of the stuff that Disney's putting out with that using fireworks, their light shows. That shit's spectacular, man.
It's
yeah. Let's go.
Well, they did that drone show
at
at the Super Bowl a few years back, and I was just like, this is cool.
It's fucking dope.
You don't get the noise, which at this point I'm just like, cool, I'm good without the noise. Like twice I walked around my house yesterday thinking someone was going to break in because the fireworks sounded so weird downstairs. Because of course we watch Stranger Things in the basement.
Man, old man Toby. This is something else.
Man. I bought a lawnmower this weekend.
Oh shit!
Stoked, bro.
Did you get a gas powered or electric?
I got an electric one. I'm full electric.
That's what I'm talking about.
With my
That's
solar paneled house.
And we're shooting for that.
We got
man.
This is such a great pop culture nostalgia podcast. I got a Craftsman lawnmower that takes battery packs.
No shit, man.
So, and we have all Craftsman everything else. Like I got Craftsman weed eater and all tools and all that shit. So it's like we got enough batteries for it. I did my entire backyard on one run with it, which was cool. I had a pretty good sized backyard.
That's all you can hope for with the electric.
Dude. Yeah, it was sweet. I wanted it. My backyard looked like shit, so it was.
Yeah, ours is looking like a forest, man. We've got grass that's up to Bear's knees, like it's that high. We're like, oh, that's a little high, and we got him a trampoline too, which he's terrified of, but that's a whole other story. And yeah, it's weird. I don't know, being a homeowner is a weird thing. Yeah,
the responsibilities and being down in my basement with the door closed and knowing I had all these video games and like I don't have to be outside at all. Like the sun is hot as fuck today. And I was just like, I'm gonna go sit downstairs.
It's easy not to do the work, but then you're like, I have to do it though.
Yeah, what's cool is like, I mean, we were out in the backyard Saturday morning at like 7:30 cutting weeds down, and I was at Lowe's at 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning buying a lawnmower. It was awesome.
With the rest of the grandpas.
Yeah, dude, it was just the coolest fucking feeling because I'm just like, oh, I'm about to get a lawnmower. Like it's so exciting. I don't know what it is, but it there's something about, you know, and then when it's done, it was the same thing. Like when I built the studio, all this stuff was scattered throughout an apartment for the longest time. Yeah. To have it congregated in one spot looking how I want it to look with the space that I'm given versus what I have available with the space that I'm giving. It's just, I don't know. It's great. Having the house is fucking awesome. But I could do without the fireworks in the neighborhood. I'm not going to lie. Like, you're really pissing me off with my dog. If I didn't have Sasha, though, I'd be like, fuck it. Let me shoot some bottle rockets. But now I know I can get her inside with one little pop.
And then the rest of the night, you're having to cuddle the poor pup and say, hey, it's okay. You're going to be fine.
Yeah, we give her all the pets. Did you have cool fireworks shows growing up?
I mean, you know, as much as the cities put on and stuff, and like, you know, we did the, you know, like the annual, let's go up to Wyoming, get all the good shit and come back down and put on our own show. But
yeah, because fireworks always been illegal in Colorado.
Fireworks have always been that weird, like nothing aerial, nothing that could take off. You can do fountains, you can do that, but no bottle rockets, no mortars, any of that shit. So, you know, come, you know, May, we would take a drive up there and get what we need. We would usually buy enough for a few years worth where it'd be like, you know, you'd want to pull out a LARP. So you'd be like, oh, I want to be a magic caster. So I'll go fucking grab a bottle rocket and
shooting off Roman candles.
Yeah, you're fucking like magic missile.
See, I didn't grow up with any restrictions on fireworks. Like
that's wild.
No restrictions on fireworks, and we had fireworks stands that were open year round.
Yeah,
you could go and buy, and I'm talking like these motherfuckers were little tight cars that was shaped like a tank that you put mortar shells in, you know, that were the size of softballs. It was things that they could only shoot off of like. I don't know. Yeah, we had no restrictions, right? So I grew up with the best fireworks show ever. I will probably say hands down. I'm sure a bunch of people have some like this, but like where I'm from Indiana. I've said this. Where I'm from, my town was right on the Ohio River, right? So like we had a flood wall. You go down to the flood wall and sled and shit. And right across the river from us was Louisville, Kentucky. Pretty big town for Kentucky. Well, as long as it wasn't like super flooded, we had the flood wall for a reason, right? So like during the spring, the river would get so high that like our skate park and the amphitheater would all be underwater. They had to build it. They had to build the stuff down there with this in mind, that the water will come up this fucking high. And so like the Ohio River is a big pass through for barges, like whether it be coal or, you know, whatever. It's a big river for barge pass through, shipping of goods. But we got what was called Thunder over Louisville, which was barges that would come up the Ohio River and just be loaded with like the most extravagant fireworks shows you've ever seen. And they would just come up one by one for an hour with these just fucking insane fireworks shows, you know? And so like we got to grow up with that. Like it was awesome because you just everyone lined up on the flood wall, both sides of the Ohio River. People would come down to the river from other towns and shit to come see it. And it was just like it was boats lighting off fucking war zones.
Hmm.
It was
There's
awesome.
probably that guy. And then there was that guy who lived in a van down by the river as well, which, you know,
There's a lot of that. I mean, you usually
motivational speeches while the fireworks are going.
To live down by the river, right? And you can go down where I'm from and still see this. But to live down by the river, most of the homes were built on the third story on stilts. So it was like a regular house, and then they had a staircase that went up to the fucking house, and then the entire house was like built on stilts. So when the river did raise, they just had like a little John boat. They parked their fucking truck up by the road, you know, and then yeah, like it's wild. It was normal to me growing up, right? Because it was just like, oh, the river's low, like we can go fish.
Yeah,
it's just like, oh, the river's high, like no, wait, there might be a fucking car right there. There's no fish there, you know. So it's just like, I don't know. 4th of July is because I grew up in the heartland, right? In Indiana, they were like, we're a real. It's all, you know, it's a fucking heartland. There's a bunch of blue collar assholes living in the middle of bullshit. And so we a town of Daisy's from a town of fucking 800. So my 17,000 was small when I was growing up until I met her, and I was like, oh, I'm fucking from goddamn Metropolis.
That's wild, dude. I couldn't imagine, like,
yeah, send her over Louisville, man. Go, you can find YouTube videos of it. It's fucking cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I've always liked 4th of July. It's always been one. I've very rarely missed a fireworks show every year. It's just kind of fun, kind of magical. Fireworks are one of those weird things that, like, yeah, it's all science, but like, there's something magical about it. Just been like, ooh.
People didn't get ID'd for fireworks. We'd been buying fireworks for a lot longer than that. But I knew that even at 9, 10 years old, like I could get brick. You know, be like, my brother would buy me a brick of firecrackers and a brick of bottle rockets. And for a 10-year-old, there's a lot of boom boom in those 2 bricks, you know.
Bottle rockets are the greatest.
They're awesome.
They're the best because they're awesome. Like you get the thrill of it all, but it's not as dangerous as a fucking mortar or something a little more serious, you know?
Yeah, like, there's still the yeah, there's still a pain factor and stuff could go pretty wrong with the bottle rocket. But you'd either have to be real stupid or real lucky or unlucky, however you're looking at it. It's like, don't hold it and squeeze it in your fucking hand.
Don't
you know, God, like don't do stuff like that, right? And don't look at it when it's coming at you and while I'm shooting it at you. You know, like just don't, because it might blow up right as it hits your face, and I don't want that to happen. Now, if it blows up in like your ass, we're good. We're gonna laugh about this. This is gonna be hilarious. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but it'll be fine.
It's not the deadly. You'll just have a singe mark on your lapel.
It'd be fun.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times we shot bottle rockets at Drew. That was that poor kid. God.
You see, yeah, I got bottle rockets. I got Roman candles. And Roman candles were a little worse because, like, they were just like hot molten lead being shot at you.
Especially when you're like a kid, you don't know how many shots there are. So
you're just like, you're riding your bicycle, trying to get away. It was rough. I understand like why fireworks should be illegal. You know, like it's a weapon.
Yeah,
it's a weapon. If I took one of those like major mortar things and like lit it and threw it through your living room window, it's gonna fuck shit up. Like not only are you just gonna think that you've been attacked, like it's really gonna fuck shit up inside that house. And that's just one. And those things shoot like 8. They're just fucking. There's some real cool fireworks, I will say.
I don't know, man. It's crazy business that. Love it so much, man.
I will say, I know this episode's been a random, full of randomness here. I don't want to do anything too crazy long today, if that's okay, because I am still having problems with my internet.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an episode, that's for sure. We've talked about some stuff. This is a real, like, working out the kinks again. You know, I had COVID for a few weeks, and that really messed up our schedule. And
and I want to talk about all that. I recorded a YouTube video yesterday that was kind of like doing one of those normally. I haven't posted it yet because I haven't got to talk to you. Yeah, I and like I said, I don't know what's going on with my internet today, but I've dropped the last 8% of frames on the video. You're freezing up on me.
Oh no.
And
yeah, so, I don't know, but
if you don't mind, we'll do a short episode and then hopefully be able to record another one here later on this week.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. It like I said, it kind of sucks. We are definitely working out the kinks. But next week's episode will of course be back to our normal. Because I tell you, I was not ready for it today.
It was a hijinks filled episode, a unconventional episode for just kind of getting back into it, wanting to chat with you, especially on the 4th of July. I hadn't seen you for a few weeks, so it's a nice little, like...
Yeah, having the 3-day weekend was very nice. And I quit the bar, so there'll be more Friday night stuff, which is fantastic.
Excited for it.
Oh, man. Weekend. It's just... it's a godsend. Oh yeah, see, my shit's getting worse here.
by like talking about something, and it's just gonna go whoop.
Yeah,
that'll.
Cool. Well, before I lose internet completely, as always, you guys can find us at retronomipod.com, which is still up. It actually comes up for renewal in like 2 days, so I gotta go look at that. But retronomipod.com, that's got the links to everything. I've got a bunch of stuff in the books, actually. Stuff that I would need to talk to you about. Stuff that I maybe want to put up on the Facebook page. The Instagram's coming back. I got a bunch of pictures that are waiting for that. But either way, retronomipod.com. Again, guys, I apologize about the quality and stuff today because my entire setup is having a time right now.
Well, I'll take us out the way we always do with the weird question of the week. What's your clown name, and what's your big gimmick?
Ooh, I like this one a lot.
Right?
As always, I want to thank you guys for listening to this week's episode of the Retronomipod. We love you, and we will catch you next week.
Pop, good night. That was a firework.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've dropped 1,200 frames in the last couple minutes.